times here in Canada. And I'm really excited about that because it's an amazing opportunity. And so my name is Sandra Saunders for any of you who do not know me. And so just to give you a little bit of background on me, I've owned my own business, all different types of businesses over the years. I think most of my adult life I've been self-employed. I've done sales jobs. I've done network marketing for over 8 years. I knew that the concept worked. I understood that. People helping people, and the only way you can get ahead is to help other people. I love that concept. It makes sense. But what was killing me every single month, month after month after month after year, is that I seen the people around me not getting ahead, not getting what they wanted out of life, and not having their lives changed. And I was the same way myself. And so a year and a half ago, I stepped away from that, and I got what's called, my mom says, it's a real job. And so I got a real job, and I realized very quickly, I'm really not a good employee. I am a good employee, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't fit for me. Like, it's like somebody else's glove, it just doesn't fit. And so in April, I started working with the Dale Carnegie Association, which I thought was my dream job, and I was really excited about it. And very quickly, I realized that in order to get done what I needed to get done, I had to work 60 hours a week. Well, I was only paid for 40, so that's all I wanted to give them. So I gave them 40, and I decided, you know what? I don't have a dream job. I have a dream business. And so thin threads, really, is I found this gentleman, and he introduced business. That was literally like 4 weeks ago. How the spot I was in at that time is physically, health-wise, I was feeling sluggish all the time. I'd get up in the morning and I was tired. I'd have my cup of coffee and I was tired. I'd go throughout the day. By 3 o'clock, I'd crash and I needed another cup of coffee. And then by 8 p.m. that night, I was exhausted and I fell into bed. And that was my routine. And so I had mental fog, and I just wasn't feeling good physically at all. And so this gentleman, Errol, introduced me to this detox tea, and I tell you, all I did was, as Pam says, sip on a cup of tea. And that's all I did, 2 cups a day. And I tell you, I'm like this till 11 o'clock every night now. I am wired. I have more energy. My 14-year-old keeps on saying, Mom, what's up with you? And I didn't even notice till the other day. I think I've only had 1 cup of coffee in the past 3 weeks that I've been consuming this product, because I haven't needed coffee. Thank you very much. I'm sleeping better. I have mental clarity. I just feel really good. I feel good. I feel healthy. And to boot, I've lost 10 pounds so far. So I'm really excited about that. And to me, it's not about a number on a scale. It's about health. And I wanted to be healthy, and that's the most important thing. So tonight, this is not about me. That's just a snippet of what I've gone through so far. I've been totally, it's a total life change, literally. And I've been totally enjoying everything. And so tonight, actually, our speaker is Pam McCray. She's my coach, my mentor, and quickly growing as my friend as well, because her and I are getting a relationship, and I love that. And so I have the pleasure of introducing you to her. She's one half of a dynamic duo. Her and her husband have been in the network marketing industry for over 20 years. And they literally went from putting out more in the industry than what they were bringing in. And I can relate to that. They said yes one more time 2 years ago and earned, are you ready, $250,000 in less than 7 months. I kid you not. This is not easy money, but as far as I'm concerned, this is easy. Their story has been featured in businessforhome.org. And she represents she's a mom, she's a wife, she's a daughter, she's a grandmother, and she's a stay-at-home mompreneur. So I'd like to introduce Pam McCray.
Yes. Can you hear me, Sandra? Can you hear me, everyone? Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Is that a yes, yes, and a yes? Great. Wonderful. Well, I just want to say hello to each and every one of you that are chiming in from Canada this evening. Thank you so much for that phenomenal introduction, Sandra. It is truly a pleasure to be in business with you as we are ready to take Canada by storm, ready to change some lives over. And so to all of you that have been invited to this very private Zoom tonight, I want to say congratulations because you are in an incredible position, because this is a company with some phenomenal products that we're about to introduce to you as they are just now hitting the scene in Canada. Can you imagine getting in front of something? Can you imagine getting in front of a movement that can absolutely change the entire world as it is already happening? Because I can tell you that one yes, just a little over 2.5 years ago here in the United States was what did it for us. You see, we got in the front of a movement where literally the United States was just getting started. And I can tell you, just like Sandra was sharing, she's done some other businesses like this before. And we were that couple who said yes time and time and time again in this industry. So I don't know how many of you have tried some other businesses like this. How many of you have tried direct sales, network marketing in the past, and it didn't quite go the way that you intended it to go? Well, that was us. But guess what? We believed that one day we would say the right yes, and one day we would find the perfect products with the perfect compensation plan. And so I'm going to share with you a little bit about what we have going here at Total Life Changes tonight, but I want you to know the power of where you are, because somebody invited you to what we call Project 1000. You see, we're on a mission, and that mission is to help to change 1,000 lives in Canada. And that may sound like a low number to you, but that's where we're going to start. Because once we start there, guess what? Then the numbers are going to multiply. You see, we want to not just bring health to the entire world, but we want to help to create some wealth. Have you ever imagined being that documented six-figure income earner from the comfort of your home? Because I want you to know that I was just a stay-at-home mom that had a dream on the inside of me. A stay-at-home mom that believed that one day I would find financial freedom. But ladies and gentlemen, all of you that are chiming in, I know there's some guests on here. Hello to Janet and let's see who else. We got Millie and Melissa and Doreen and Gina, Mike. I know you're a part of the company, but all of you that are chiming in tonight, I want to say hello to every single one of you, because one yes just began to turn it all around for us. And that's because of an incredible woman by the name of Miss Tommy Wellington. She said yes. When she said yes, we made a decision to say yes. But I want you to know we had to go through some things in life. I don't know if anybody here on this hangout tonight was born with that silver spoon in the mouth, but that wasn't us. You see, we struggled. My husband, who hopefully he'll have the opportunity to jump on and just share a little bit with each and every one of you tonight, but we were that couple. We had that six-figure a year corporate America job. He was an engineer, but we still found ourselves living paycheck to paycheck. And so as a result of that, we found ourselves in life in many times where we had to go through a lot of struggle. You see, you're looking at someone tonight who knows what it feels like to file bankruptcy in Canada, not just once, but twice. And we attempted to do it a third time. You're also looking at someone tonight who knows what it feels like to go through repossession, to lose some things. But I can tell you, you're also looking at someone tonight who used to be shy, who used to be somebody who did not realize the fullness of what God had put on the inside of me. And it wasn't until I began to realize that greatness existed on the inside that greatness began to come out. But I can tell you, it was a specific situation in which I realized that I had to become the person that I was looking for. You see, a lot of times we want things in life. We dream of having things. How many of you dream of having time freedom? How many of you dream of being able to take a vacation or to do whatever you want to do whenever you feel like doing it? Well, that was me, but I was not becoming the person that I had to become in order to manifest the very dreams that I had on the inside of me. But on a day in which I had to watch my husband do something that I never thought we would have to do, that day in which we had to make a decision, and that decision was, do we eat Canada or do we ride? And I can tell you on that day when I had to watch my husband go and sell the last vehicle that we had, that did something to me on the inside. And that was because I watched him travel around the world. He was never home just to be able to provide for our family. And imagine when he sold that vehicle, we were so broke on that day that he didn't even have enough money to take a taxi cab home. He had to walk home with that check in his hand. So that did something to me on the inside as that stay-at-home mom. I realized that I would never allow us to be in that position again. So I had to grow. I had to change my mindset. I had to start to read some books and to do some things in life in order to have some other things that I desire to have. But I can tell you, we ended up stepping out on faith because after having to sell that last vehicle, I don't know if you can imagine renting cars for over 2 years, but that became our history. That became our story. And so we ended up leaving Atlanta, Georgia, which was our home for about 9 years. And we decided that we wanted to move to beautiful, sunny South Florida. And that was because of the woman that I'll show you in just a few moments. Well, as a result of moving here, imagine this, the very things that you think are going to happen. Imagine corporate America failing your family and you're looking up. There's no job, no money. And so we had a plan, but the very plan that we intended to happen did not happen as we intended it to go. But we looked up and right around the holiday season of 2014, we found ourselves not only without a job, right around Thanksgiving, right around Christmas, we realized that corporate America had no loyalty. We realized that corporate America didn't care whether our children had Thanksgiving. They didn't care whether our children had Christmas gifts under the Christmas tree, let alone Canada. They did not care whether our family had a roof over our head. Because by January of 2015, we found ourselves homeless, living in the home of our phenomenal coach, who's not just our coach, she's our sister and our friend. And at that time, we were all broke. Now, she's a multi-million-dollar earner in this industry. She's made money, but she's been from the bottom to the top, back down to the bottom, back to the top. Everything she touched definitely turns to gold. But we were in her house trying to figure it out. But I want all of you that are taking notes to write down these 3 powerful letters. And they are YES. Because one yes can turn your entire life around, Canada. And so that's all we did. We said yes to this amazing opportunity. And I began to sip on a simple cup of tea, just like this. And literally, this cup of tea turned my entire life around. And so I just want to let you know that what ended up happening in an industry that we failed in for over 20 years, everybody say 20 years, I looked up and as a stay-at-home mom, I was able to earn my family over $22,000 in less than 60 days. You see, at first my husband said, listen, I am here for you. Don't ask me to do another business like this. Don't ask me to do a call. Don't ask me to do anything because he was tired of failing. He didn't want to put his hands to it. So in the beginning, he thought it was very cute when the checks started coming into the household. And he had to humble himself because whatever was necessary for him to help the family continue to move forward, he did it. If it was washing clothes, if it was cooking dinner, if it was homework, he was right there. But guess what? I immediately began to realize this is not about me. This is about how many lives can I impact? How many lives can I change? And so what ended up happening was I kept building this business. I kept sipping on this simple cup of tea. And as I drank, my story began to form. And guess what happened? I looked up and just like Sandra mentioned, was able to earn my family over $250,000 in less than 7 months' time. Well, at that time, my husband said, listen, hold on, wait a minute. He said, corporate America is not calling me back. And at one point, he was able to command his salary, literally. So he said, if one can put 1,000 to flight, 2 can put 10,000 to flight. We locked arms, began to build this business together in Canada. I'm so excited because we were able to turn that income in just a matter of months into over $600,000 in our first year. And we became the first $1 million earners up underneath the leadership of our amazing coach, the #1 female network marketer in the entire world, Miss Stormy Wellington. And we did it in 17 months. And I'm saying that to all of you listening in and chiming in from Canada today to help you to understand that this opportunity is real. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not somebody who had a network. I'm not a person who knew a whole lot of people. I'm that stay-at-home mom that just said, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I wanted to take back my health. And therefore, it ended up creating results that are absolutely amazing. So I'm going to share with you a company that's really changing lives. And I just like to share my personal testimony, you know, as I let people know that this company that we have here is something powerful. So can you imagine getting in front of something? Can you imagine saying yes tonight to some products and beginning to change your life? You see, right here, we're in the midst of a 30-33 movement. I'm going to share that with you. That means that we're helping the world to know and understand that your health is everything. We're helping the world to know and understand that all you got to do is get up and do some type of movement, some type of exercise. Would you mind taking a walk every day for 30 minutes in order to change your life health-wise? Because we're helping the world to know and understand that we're not just a tea company. This is a lifestyle. So 30 minutes for 30 days to create a habit and a story with 3 simple products. And I'm going to share a little more with you than those tonight as we're launching, so you can see the variety that we have here. But this is a movement that is spreading across the entire world, and you are in front of it. So the name of the company is called Total Life Changes. I'm going to call it TLC, and I can tell you that we have an incredible CEO and founder by the name of Mr. Jack Fallon. I'm going to show you Mr. Fallon, who started this company 17 years ago from his basement. You see, this man we're so thankful for because all he had was a vision and a mission. And his mission was to provide us with some high quality products that would offer us immediate results, sustain wellness, and that would give us a normal quality of life, a new quality of life. This is Mr. John Licari. He's our COO. He's the money man, making sure all the checks are getting paid out every single week. So this collaboration started a very long time ago, and we're thankful for them because of the dream and because of the vision. We now have a company called Total Life Changes. And so we're excited. And literally, we went to being over $100 million company last year. And we just, yesterday, went to over a $250 million company by having a collaboration take place with another company called Lucerity that we are all excited about. So Total Life Changes is definitely changing lives around the entire world with some phenomenal products. And we're not just here in the United States and in Canada, but can you imagine being at home and being able to tap into over 150 countries worldwide? So I don't know about you, but I always wanted a global business. I always wanted to be able to sit at home and to be able to click a mouse, because how many of you have been on the internet today just surfing? How many of you maybe even have a social media account? Because all I did was share my results. That's all we do here at Total Life Changes. We don't have to sell or convince. So if you're saying, you know what, I'm not a salesperson, neither was I, because I used to be shy. So therefore, I didn't want to sell anybody anything. But I can definitely lead with results in my personal testimony. So we have over 50 life-changing products that are tapping into 8 of the fastest growing recession-proof industries in the entire world. And so I'm going to share with you a few of the products that's changing lives. So now you heard Sandra mention that cup of tea, right? Well, I'm going to talk to you about this very first product, which is called the IASO tea. This is our flagship product. And I ask each and every one of you on here tonight, who do you know that wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Because a person will simply sip on this tea. And guess what? It's not a weight loss tea. It's actually a detox tea. So if you're looking at me tonight, you're saying, you know what? I don't need to lose any weight. I'm good. Great. Detox. Because a lot of times we don't realize, but the different things that we suffer in our bodies is because we need to remove the toxins and the chemicals out of our body, which is what this product is going to do at a cellular level. So it's actually packed with 9 herbs, no stimulants, and it's going to now go in, cleanse your body, and you're going to begin to feel fabulous. So I began to drink this tea, and I can tell you, I didn't drink it at first. When Miss Wellington gave me this pack of tea, I threw it in my purse. How many of you have been given something and you pay it absolutely no attention? Well, that was me. But about 2 weeks later, she called me, and she drank it, and she ran out, and so she wanted this pack of tea back. She went on to let me know that she lost 10 pounds in 10 days. She went on to let me know that her sister Jackie lost 21 pounds in 2 weeks. And another friend of hers had lost 17 pounds in 2.5 weeks. So listen, I was in the gym. How many of you like to work out? Anybody like to work out? Most people don't like to work out, right? I I didn't want to work out, but I figured that, you know what, working out was going to help me to achieve my weight loss goals. But guess what? The scale was not moving. Now think about this. Weight loss is huge because what's the number one thing that everybody in the world, I don't care if you're in Canada, United States, South Africa, all over the world, what do they want to do at the top of every year? Lose weight. So this industry is powerful. So what I did at that time, when I heard about their stories, I decided to drink this tea just like this. And guess what? I lost 20 pounds in 31 days. And it's that story, that simple 30-day story that turned into $1 million in 17 months. So that tea is phenomenal. And maybe you're listening in tonight, you're watching tonight, and you're saying, you know what, I'm on the go a lot. I don't know, because this tea, one pack of this is going to make enough for an entire week for you to sip on, and you drink it twice a day. But maybe you're that person that says, you know, I'm on the go a lot. Well, Mr. Jack Fallon comes up with the answer for everything. So he created this little pack, which is the instant IASO tea. Now, this one only has 4 herbs in it. It actually has a fiber in it that's powerful. And so this one, you just open it up, you pour it in an 8-ounce bottle of water, and voila, lose 5 pounds in 5 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. 5 pounds in 5 days. So it's a phenomenal product that's changing lives. I'm excited about this one because I travel a lot. So this is the one that travels with me on the road. So that's the tea. Now I want to share with you just another weight loss product that's very powerful because a lot of people are grabbing a hold of it. Now that IASO tea is a part of the 30-33, the 3 products that we're promoting as a lifestyle change. But this one is for the person that says, you know what, I want to lose some weight, you know, in a very healthy manner, but I want to drop it quickly. This is our resolution. This one will allow a person to lose 1 to 3 pounds a day. It's very powerful, but it's a coach in a bottle. You simply do the drops under your tongue 3 times a day. It curbs your appetite. It removes unwanted food cravings. It is very powerful, but you have to maintain a 1,200 calorie diet plan. So it comes with a diet plan for you to cut out those fried foods and things of that nature. Well, I can tell you, this is the very same product, which a young lady on our team, one of our leaders, Ms. Gwen Bennett, she was able to drop from a size 14 to a size 6 on the Resolution product. So it's a powerful product that we have here at TLC. Now, I want to go ahead and talk to you about the next industry, which is the health and wellness industry. You see, baby boomers are sick and tired of taking prescription drugs. And so all of you guests watching in tonight, imagine you now being able to present some products to people that are going to make them feel great without having to take all of those prescription drugs. And a lot of testimonies, we can't make any types of claims, but a lot of testimonies of people being able to eliminate some things as a result of beginning to take our products. How many of you, by raise of hand, take some type of vitamin every day besides the NutriBurst? Awesome. All right. So, well, what if I told you we're taking those big horse pills? Anybody take horse pills or like big pills? Anybody take more than one? Okay. Well, what if I told you that those horse pills that we have a hard time swallowing, they're to no avail because your body can only absorb about 10 to maybe 20%. The rest is wasteful. Well, I want to share with you an incredible vitamin called the NutriBurst. This NutriBurst is a liquid vitamin. 1 tablespoon of this a day is like you eating 10 salads. Anybody on here eat 10 salads in a day? Anybody excited about eating 10 salads a day? Nobody, right? Well, this one is packed with 72 minerals, 19 amino acids. 1 tablespoon of this a day is like you eating 10 salads. And so I'm excited about this product because it's been able to do everything in our life. It has your whole foods. It has everything that you can think of, your phytonutrients. It is powerful. All of my entire family is on it, from my children all the way up. And so I can tell you that this product is changing lives. But I want to share with you an incredible testimony of my dad, who turned 93 years old back in April. But I want to let you know where my dad was about a year and a half ago. Ladies and gentlemen, my dad was flat on his back. This is his personal testimony. He stopped responding to us. He would not communicate with us. On top of it, he was so weak, he couldn't even lift a fork to feed himself. Wheelchair bound for over 2 years, couldn't do anything, okay? Well, his health was declining so much that hospice stepped in. Everybody familiar with hospice? And what that means, pretty much, they give a person maybe about 7 months to live. Well, I ended up putting my dad on this Nutraverse. And fast forward today, my dad is having full-blown conversations. His memory is incredible. He went from not being able to lift that fork to sipping on hot cups of coffee. My dad now is lifting like 3 pounds weights during the day in order to exercise, moving his legs. He's been able to get up out of his wheelchair, put himself into bed, can stand holding on to things. But also, I got a phone call about a year ago this past June. And guess who it was? It was hospice. And they said, Ms. McCray, this doesn't normally happen, but guess what? Your dad no longer qualifies for our services. So my dad was released from hospice. So this is a very powerful vitamin. And what it's going to do, it helps with mental clarity. It helps with energy. It's going to feed your cells everything that your body needs. So that is the Nutraverse. I do want to let you know that we have a plus formula too. This one has CoQ10 in it. So you can Google the many benefits of the plus. This one has CoQ10, not recommended for anyone under the age of 4, okay? But the Nutraverse can be taken by women who are pregnant, but not this one, not the one with the CoQ10. So just wanted to share that with you. So those are our liquid vitamins that's absolutely powerful. One other product that's a part of our healthcare line that I want you to just Google the many benefits of is the Chaga, CHAGA. This one is a very powerful Siberian herb. It's an anti-inflammatory, it's an antioxidant, it's anti-cancer. Google whatever you want to know, Chaga, and you'll find out how this can benefit your body. What it does is it goes into your body. It's going to seek out the areas that are not functioning as God intended our bodies to function as, and it will help to bring them back into balance. So it's powerful. Chaga is helping a lot. Like I take this every day. I had problems with my knees, and so I can feel my knees a whole lot better as I exercise because it's an anti-inflammatory. So that's the Chaga. Now I'm going to talk to all of the people on here tonight. Anybody on here have a hard time getting their day going, making it through the day? Because this is the third product that's a part of the 30-33. Anybody have mood swings? Not the happiest person before they get a cup of coffee in the morning? Because we tap into the energy industry. Now, I don't know about you. I'm not sure what drinks you have over in Canada, but I know here in the United States, we have Monsters, we have Red Bulls, we have 5-hour energies. And when you go into a gas station, into a grocery store, this is a industry that is taking over because that's all you see on the countertops. And that's because the world is tired. We're working 8, 10, 12-hour days. We're sitting in traffic for 2 to 4 hours a day. Well, imagine you having the answer, an all-natural answer called the NRG, because the NRG is going to turn on the energy, but it's also going to turn off the appetite because it'll burn 300 to 600 calories a day. We call this the happy pill here in the United States because it helps with elevating your mood. It also helps with, just making you smile a little bit more. But it's a phenomenal product that now we're changing the game in that industry with. And we're excited because there's so many different testimonies of it helping with a lot of different things. For instance, we have a young lady that's a part of our organization by the name of Miss Natalie Nicole Smith. She said yes because this product began to change her life. From a young age as a child, she was diagnosed with an illness in which she was dependent upon prescription drugs. She couldn't pay attention. She couldn't focus. She had a hard time staying on task. You can kind of do the math as to what that may be. But a lot of our children are diagnosed with this and they're put on meds. Well, she got a hold of the NRG. Not only did the NRG change her life to the point of her no longer needing her medication, but she said yes to this amazing opportunity, has never done a business like this before. As a result of her yes, she, on a part-time basis, became a documented 6-figure earner in her very first year, and she's changing lives now all over the world. So that is the NRG. It's powerful, and we're excited because this is a part of the 3 products that we're promoting, the T, the Nutraverse, and the NRG as a part of our fit lifestyle that we have here at TLC. This is one of the products. So that's the NRG. Are there any coffee lovers on here tonight in Canada? Anybody like coffee? Because we have nobody. Millie said no. We have a coffee line. And remember now, it's not about you. It's about what the world needs to do, because the second most consumed beverage in the entire world is coffee. And the only reason that is because it takes water to make the coffee. So we tap into the coffee industry with some very powerful coffees. This is my favorite. This is the Cafe Delgada. This is actually our slimming coffee. So you just open it up, you pour it in some hot water, and literally it's infused with the chaga, which makes it very powerful. And it helps a person to lose weight. So I began to put this one to the test because I wanted to see if it really worked. And it did, because I was able to drop 6 pounds in 48 hours doing what I already do every day anyway, which is have my morning cup of coffee. So that's the Cafe Delgada, another powerful industry that we're a part of. Now, there's 2 products that I did not take out today, because this is an industry. Let me see if I can find them right quick. I did not take them out. I apologize that I don't have them in front of me. And my housekeepers move things. So we have 2 products. I'll just share with them right quick with you. Called the Strike Up in Love. We are tapping into the sexual performance industry, Canada. And this is strong because there's no other company out there that's really tapping in like we are. We have 2 powerful products called the Strike Up for Men, which comes in a little green pack, and the Love, which comes in a little pink pack for the women. But what's so powerful about these 2 products is that they're all natural. So the little green one is likened to that little blue pill. Not gonna name it, but it kind of rhymes with Niagara. And so basically what this is doing is it's helping a gentleman to increase their stamina for up to 24 hours. Some men are saying a little bit longer, but it's powerful. But what it's also doing is helping to maintain a healthy prostate, which is very important. So that's our Strike Up. It comes in a little green pack, and it's actually in high demand to the point to where it's not even in stock. There's people that still have it, but it'll be back in just a few weeks. So just get ready, Canada, because that's one in which people all over the world, literally from a retail basis, this is one of the products, believe it or not, that people retail all day long. So we have that Strike Up in the green pack. And then there's also a Strike Up Extreme. Now, when Mr. Jack Fallon came out with the Extreme, and this is a red pack, I thought he had jokes. Because this one does the same thing, only it lasts for 6 days, Canada, okay? So that's the red pack. And then he did think about the ladies, which is the Love. And the Love is going to increase libido, mood, does a lot of different things. But what's so powerful about the Love is that it's going to help to balance our pH. So it helps with menopausal issues, heat flashes, all of that. It helps with menstrual cramping. So those 2 products are phenomenal, and it helps to balance our pH, if I didn't mention that. But you take them and you put them together, and guess what you have? You now have what we call the Fun Pack, because the Strike Up and the Love, they equal fun. So they're incredible. But I want to talk to you a little bit just about one more industry, which is the skincare industry, which is powerful. And that's why we're so excited about the joint venture with Nucerity, because Nucerity, I understand, brings a powerful skincare line. But we also already have our own, one of the products that I'll talk about, which is our NVIDIA. This is like the fountain of youth in a bottle, live stem cells, powerful. It helps to remove all kinds of wrinkles, spots. It's an incredible product that we have here that literally will help to remove like 5 years off of your look. So that's our NVIDIA with the live stem cells. But anybody in here have any type of pain, on here to have any type of pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, any kind of pain? Because we have another powerful product called the Immune Oil. As you can see, this one's widely used in our house, okay? This one's almost empty. But this product is phenomenal because you simply rub it on wherever you have pain, and guess what? It will penetrate 7 layers deep. So not only does it help with pain, but it helps with any kind of skin issue, dry skin issues. This is another product you can Google the many benefits of. It also grows back hair, so thinning on the top, edges, it grows, you just rub it on, it will grow back in the hair. But it also helps with stretch marks and things of that nature. Our daughter, Brianna, gave birth to our first grandson 10 months ago. She rubbed this on her belly during her entire pregnancy. She has 0 stretch marks. And so that is the Immune Oil, but it's also something that you can consume. So for me, I talk a lot. You know, I'm on the phone a lot. I do a lot of these Google Hangouts. And so I literally can squirt this, you can squirt this down your throat. If you feel a sore throat coming on, consume it, and voila, instant results. So this is the Immune Oil, which is very powerful. And these products are absolutely amazing. So Canada, I don't know whether you jumped on here tonight because you just wanted to hear about these products, which are really changing lives. And if you did, then we truly want you to definitely get back with, whoever invited you on here. I know we have guests from Valerie and Christy and Sherry Lee and Liz and Sandra on this Zoom tonight. Definitely become one of the VIP customers. Make a decision that, I'm going to commit and bring change to my life and change my health, because as you change your health, you begin to live in the fullness that we were created to live in. But if you're like myself, and you're like Sandra, and you're like Val, and you're like everybody who's saying yes in Canada now, as we are just getting this movement started, and you want to know about the money, then I'm going to go into the compensation plan to share with you how you simply can say yes to a few products and be able to create an income from the comfort of your home. And so what I want to do at this time is definitely bring someone on the line tonight who, I tell you, every time I see her, she's smiling. I can't wait to meet, all of you in Canada, but I can tell you just looking at her and hearing her testimony so far and what she's been able to do since she said yes is nothing short of exciting. So Val, I want to bring you on so you can share with everybody chiming in tonight what TLC has done for you so far.
Hi, Pam. Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Good evening, everybody. I'm going to share you my testimony. So obviously we cannot claim that our product will cure, mitigate, or remedy any diseases, but this is my testimony. So my tea arrived at my house August 14th, and I started drinking it on the 15th of August, twice a day, 8 ounces with my lunch, 8 ounces with my supper. And those first 5 days, I had to test this tea, okay? I love food. I love junk food. So I tested the tea. I had ice cream cone during one day. The second day, I had half a bag of the big bag of chips. The other day, I had a lot of pasta. And another day, I ate chocolate-covered almonds. But after day 5, I still had lost 5 pounds. And now, today, 9 days, I lost 10 pounds. Now, after obviously 5 days, I'm like, okay, this product works. It's amazing. I want to do even more. So I'm eating a lot better now. I'm going to be able to start working out because of the weight loss, because I have back issues and knees issues. So this is helping with my back problems. To be honest, I have another 65 pounds to lose. Okay, so that's a lot, but I've never felt better. I know that TLC is going to shed these pounds off of my body. I can sleep throughout the night, which most nights I would usually wake up 3 to 5 times a night. Now, if I wake up once, it's amazing. I have so much more energy. I have more mental clarity. I haven't drank coffee in 10 days, and usually I would drink 2 cups a day with hot chocolate poured inside of it as well. I feel better than when I was at my perfect weight 7 years ago. My confidence has gone through the roof. Even my husband tells me, he's like, you look different. You look so much happier. This makes me happy. I used to be sitting on the couch every night watching TV, but because of this business, because of this company, and because of Sandra, who introduced me to this business, I'm on my laptop every night trying to promote this business to the max, showing everybody how amazing this company is and how TLC works. It's changed my life, and it can change all of yours. All you have to do is believe. You have to take control of your life, and you have to take control of your mind. I'm hungry, and I'm hungry for success, and I'm not going to stop until I'm at the top with all of you. So believe in yourself, and everything is possible.
Wow. Yes. Thank you so much, Val. That was
Thank you.
incredible. And congratulations on your testimony. You are just getting started. So looking forward to celebrating your success as we really spread TLC, spread these phenomenal products all across Canada, because the world is yours, but Canada is where we're going to start. And watch, you all are going to be the reason why Canada is now put on the map. So we're excited. So, so now let me quickly share with you, how we're getting it done. A lot of people ask, how are you able to create that type of income from the comfort of your home? And, Canada, I'm just going to be honest with you. I always believed in this industry for a very long time. I always knew that this industry had created more millionaires than any other industry in the entire world. But it wasn't until I raised my level of belief that I actually believed that I could be a millionaire. For a long time, when I joined these different businesses, I just looked at them as really a hobby. And that's probably why, I had to go through my process of really not winning for over 20 years. But I just knew that one day I wanted to see myself on the stage. And so I used to visualize myself on the stage, really didn't attribute any type of money to it until I realized the importance of setting some goals, the importance of writing some things down. And then that's when things really began to manifest in my life. But this compensation plan is nothing short of phenomenal. You see, you can have great products all day long, but if you don't have the perfect compensation plan to go along with the perfect products, then it's to no avail, or vice versa. You can have the greatest compensation plan for products that don't work, and then it does not work as far as a winning situation. But what I love about TLC is that we have average people like myself who have never won in this industry, who have never done a business like this, who are now able to come in and create an extra $500 a week, an extra $1,000 a week, an extra $5,000 a month, become six-figure earners because of whatever their goal is. They put in the work because it does require something of you, and they end up achieving their goals. But I can tell you that this compensation plan, and you can write this down, is what we call the 50-50-50 plan. All right, and you'll understand that in just a moment. You see, my husband and I, we were accustomed to the 40-40-40 plan, and that's where we're taught to work for 40 hours for 40 years to retire on 40% of our income here, in the United States. And we knew that that would never work for us because we were struggling. We had 100% coming in the house, but we realized we had all of these bills. And I don't know what kind of bills you have in Canada, but I can tell you, we had the mortgage, the light bill, the car note, the gas bill, you name it, every bill under the sun, but only one way to pay all of those bills. And so we call that the circle of insanity, because we could not figure out how to make it all work. One way and tons of bills, and it just wasn't happening. So I introduced to you a compensation plan that's not just paying one way, but imagine having 5 additional paychecks coming into your household every single month, every week here at Total Life Changes, because we get paid weekly here, which is very powerful. And that's W-E-E-K-L-Y, not W-E-A-K-L-Y, okay? Very powerful compensation plan. And so the first way we get paid is what we call retail. It's easy. What's going to happen is once you make a decision to lock in your spot, because timing and positioning is everything. You see, this is Canada's first launch. This is Canada's first Zoom. So you all have the opportunity, all of you guests, to get in first, to get in front. And so now you're going to lock in your spot. When you say yes to whoever invited you on here, what's going to happen is you're going to be given a free, everybody say if it's free, it's for me, right? A free state-of-the-art website. Some companies charge you for websites. TLC doesn't. They'll give you a basic website for free, and then if you choose to upgrade, you can. But what's going to happen is now every time somebody goes to your website and they decide to order some of the IASO tea, or they decide to order a bottle of Nutriverse, or they decide to say, you know what, let me join the lifestyle and get the Get Fit kit, which I believe over in Canada you have the Get Set kit with the plus. I'm not sure if you have the Get Fit kit, but they get these 3 products, okay? Same thing. What's going to happen is you're going to earn 50% commissions. That's the first 50. You see, that's an industry high, because I've been a part of a lot of companies that don't pay out 50% on retail. But every time somebody goes to your website and they order a month's supply of this tea, you're going to earn $20. They order a bottle of this, you're going to earn $20. This kit, you're going to earn $60. So it's very powerful. Now, we also retail on a daily basis. And one of the products that moves the quickest, in addition to the Strike Up that I mentioned, is the IASO tea. You see, one little pack of this tea, we pay $10 for, right? But on the streets, because it makes enough for an entire week, a gallon, a person will pay $20 for 1 pack of this tea. You let them know, hey, do you want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, or do you just want to detox to get some results? They will purchase this for $20. So therefore, you just made a $10 profit, which is powerful. Can you imagine sharing this with people that you come in contact with, your coworkers, your friends, your family, and now putting money into your pocket every single day by having the product in your hand? You see, product in your hand is now going to create some cash on demand, which is very powerful. Now, I can tell you, this is one of the ways that helped me to become a believer in the very beginning of Total Life Changes, because I remember saying yes to this. I locked in my spot. So therefore, what that meant was, even though I was really done with this industry, I was about to go, and I was once a real estate agent, a real estate broker up in the other states, and so moved down here to Miami. I was about to get my license again down here. When I told Miss Wellington, I told her no at first when she called me. I said, I'm done, I'm not doing it anymore. But when she told me that she was getting in, she was starting TLC, I'm not crazy. I know who she is. So I got into position. But this tea sat on my floor for a couple weeks. I was sipping on it. I was losing weight, but I still was not trying to build this business. But I went to a women's event that had about 40 women at that time at it. And when I saw this little pack of tea, all I did, I had to speak at this event. My very first time speaking, it was my time to punch fear in the face. It's amazing how God lined all that stuff up, right? And so I took the tea, and when I shared with these women at the break, and there were other vendors there, all companies that I had already done and had failed in, they were all there. But when I saw these women line up at my table, I said, what do you want? Because I was confused. I had 2 products on my table. I was coming off of another business, confused. They had that product on one side and the tea on the other. Well, when I saw this little pack of tea multiplied to almost $400 in 20 minutes, and I was selling it at $10 a pack, I did not even mark it up at that time, I knew we had something powerful in our hand. So retail is very strong, and retail is something that everybody can do. And this is really the first company that I've been a part of where we're excited about, our teams who go out and they put in our group. I just paid my electric bill today. I just paid my car note today, and it's all because the products sell. People want them, and they're in high demand, so retail is strong. Now, the second way we get paid over here is what we call our fast start bonus. I'm sure there's some people on here, you want to make some money fast. Those bills seem to come in every single month very quickly, right? So why not create some income that's going to also come in quickly? And so what's going to happen now is, as you begin to share these products, Canada, is that there's going to be some people who end up saying, wait a minute, I know somebody who wants to lose 5 pounds in 5 days, or I know somebody who's willing to commit to 30 minutes for 30 days with 3 simple products in order to change their life. And so they're going to want to join you. They're going to want to partner with you. They're going to want to get into position in order to create some commissions. Well, every time somebody does that, you're going to get paid like a referral bonus. You can earn anywhere between $50 all the way up to $750, depending on how a person gets started. Now, I do know in Canada, you have different packages. So some of the packages start as low as $99. I know there's some customer packs where you can get the tea for $50, but they go up to, I want to say I know I saw a $300 pack. So it's different levels, but you can pretty much build and customize your own pack if you wanted to. But that's the power of the Fast Start bonus. Now, the third way that we get paid here at Total Life Changes is what we call the hybrid binary. Now, Canada, I really want you to pay attention to this, because remember, I shared with you, timing and positioning is everything. This is the very first Zoom that we're having. And imagine this, you see the amount of people that's on this Zoom, but guess what? These numbers are going to grow. There's going to come a time in which we can't even identify people on this screen. And so you have the opportunity to get in first before this movement really begins to grow. So what's going to happen is you make a decision to lock in your spot tonight with whoever invited you on here. And now I know that each one of you know at least 2 people, right? At least 2 people that like you, right? And so what's going to happen is you put one person on the left and one person on the right, because we have what we call the hybrid binary. It's going to grow very quickly. Duplication begins to happen. So you get those 2 people, you teach those 2 people to get 2 people, but what ends up happening is everyone goes into the system one behind the other. So we all only have a left side and a right side. Some companies build horizontally and nobody benefits each other. But here at TLC, you have you benefit by taking advantage of what we call first movers advantage, by getting in first. So what's going to happen now is that people are going to start to fall below you because you got in before they did. People who you have absolutely no idea who they are, but because you got in first, they now become a part of your team, and you're able to benefit from the activity, from the volume that's being built down below you in order to grow your business. So on this one way, you can earn anywhere between 10% all the way up to 25% every single week for up to $20,000 a week, Canada. You may not understand this, but just know that you want to get in. This is the beach money. This is the money that you're going to make in your sleep. This is the money in which I can tell you I used to dream of. I knew that residual income was real, but we were always taught to trade time for dollars, linear income. But this residual income is truly something in which I know that a lot of the ladies who have said yes, they're starting to see emails. Congratulations, this person just joined your team. Congratulations, this person just placed an order in your downline. They have no idea who these people are, but this is what's going to begin to happen. Now, the fourth way we get paid is what we call a check match. This is your third 50% Canada. And what's going to happen with this now, when you personally bring someone into this business and they get paid on that binary that I just talked about, you qualify for a 50% check match. How many of you, for those of you that work a job, do you get any check matches from your boss's paycheck? You know, I'm just saying, I like to check and poll the room. Any type of bonuses, every week, because that's what this is. TLC, as Mr. Jack Fallon says, let me reward you for helping others. And so now what ends up happening is you are going to receive this check match 50%. For instance, let's just say that I personally enrolled Sandra into my organization. I wish that was the case, but I love you, Sandra. You're part of the team, right? but let's say that I personally enrolled Sandra into my organization. And for the week, Sandra goes out and she makes a $4,000 bonus. Well, she's going to get her $4,000, but then Nate and I would get a $2,000 check match just because we introduced the business to her. Now, think about this, though. Sandra's just one person. Let's say that we also personally enroll Val into our team. Val goes out, she does the same thing. We earn $2,000 off of Sandra, $2,000 off of Val. That's $4,000 just off of two people. So if a person makes $1, you're going to get 50 cents. If a person makes $5,000, you get $2,500. If a person maxes it out the binary, you're going to get a $10,000 check match. It's incredible. And so Miss Stormy Wellington absolutely loves us. Why? And I'm going to show you who she is. Because we have been able to max out this binary. And that's a story in which I could tell you so many people are a testament of, because TLC is truly a company in which the compensation plan is one that is achievable. This is Miss Stormy Wellington here, who is the reason why we said yes, and she's the founder of the 1,000 Family Movement. And as you can see, I just want to show you too, my husband and I enjoying time freedom, all because of this compensation plan. So Total Life Changes is definitely changing some lives. So, but it gets better, Canada, because we have what we call a second generation check match. So now, when Sandra and Val, they go out and they introduce the business to different people, right? What's going to end up happening now is that those people become our second generation. So all of you guests on here tonight, I know, let's see, we got Gina and Kelly and some of the guests that are on here, Melissa, Doreen, Janet. Let's say that all of you say yes, right? You now become our second generation, and imagine this being you. And we're going to earn an additional check match anywhere between 10% all the way up to 50% every single week off of you, in addition to the 50% that we're receiving off of Sandra and Val. That's for up to a 100% bonus payout. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, I've never seen a compensation plan do this, but these checks come in every single week and they cash very, very nicely. Okay, so Canada, that's the opportunity that you have. Now, the last way is what we call our lifestyle bonus. Once you reach the rank of a national director, which is the rank that my husband and I are, you're going to receive a $1,500 monthly bonus. This is the only way that we get paid monthly, and you can do whatever you want with it. I can tell you this bonus is a bonus in which you can give it away. You can pay your kids' college tuition. You can bless somebody. You can be able to take a vacation. Maybe you have a vacation or something that you dream. Maybe you want to start your own traditional business. This is something that you can just take and do whatever you want. You can go buy whatever color car you want. Some companies, give out pink cars. Well, guess what? Mr. Fallon says Nate McCray wouldn't look good in pink. So Pam McCray, go buy your dream car. And so that's what happens here at Total Life Changes, because I can tell you that this is a company, because of this compensation plan, ladies and gentlemen, story after story is being created. You see, we went from renting a car to my husband a year ago going out and buying me my dream car, a drop top Maserati that I'm excited about. And it's not about those, but just to be able to have the restoration and to be able to live the life that I always dreamed of. And I'm just one story, because I can share with you some other stories here. And they're incredible. Like, I want to share with you one of my business partners who are also underneath the leadership of Miss Tommy Wellington. This amazing couple right here, they're in the Connecticut area. They said yes. They own a full-time 5-star restaurant. So they are truly building this business on a part-time basis. Their passion, and you can see it every time you see them, they are cooking a good meal, is their restaurant. They don't take the focus off of it. But they said yes. They also have been able to become a $250,000 ring earner on a part-time basis. But not only that, their daughter, Chandria, she's 31 years old. She said yes. And she was working not one job, not 2 jobs, but imagine working 3 jobs. But imagine saying yes. And Chandria was able to fire not one boss, not 2 bosses, but all 3 bosses, as she became a documented 6-figure earner. So these are part-time stories. Then I want to share with you another phenomenal business partner of mine who is also underneath the leadership of Miss Tommy Wellington, Miss Shanita Foster. You see, Miss Shanita Foster said yes. And she had a vision of helping 1,000 in a dream. She's a philanthropist. She's an NFL wife of one of the NFL players, ex-NFL players here in the United States, and had never done a business like this. The NRG, this product changed her life because she was the one that was dependent upon Monster drinks. And she suffered from depression, and this product was able to help her. So she said yes. Not only did she further her mission of helping 1,000 children in Swaziland, South Africa, but at the top of the year, and Canada, I want you to get this, because at the top of the year, she said yes to now helping 1,000 dreams in South Africa. And we have a couple leaders who at the top of the year said yes to South Africa. And I want to share with you the power of where you are, Canada. Because we had an event back in July, all right? That's 7 months into the year in Atlanta, Georgia, an international convention in which South Africa just launched in January. And it would have blown you away about the 6-figure earners that crossed the stage in 6 months' time, all because they started a movement in South Africa. So that is the power that you have here, because South Africa was just started. It hasn't even been around a year with these products, and all they took was this tea. This is all South Africa had for months. They just got this product. So they don't even have nowhere near the amount of products that we have. They started with this tea. They just recently got this, and literally 6-figure incomes. Restoration is happening in a country in which they were accustomed to getting paid once a month, maybe about the average income being $300 to $500 a month. And now TLC, I heard a young lady say she's averaging about $3,000 to $5,000 a week. Imagine that, South Africa. So Canada, that's what you have in front of you. And so I just want to let you know there's several ways that you can get into this business. It doesn't matter where you start, it just matters that you start. If you're interested in saying, you know what, I want to bring change to my country. I want to be in front of a movement in which right now TLC is not a household name. But I know you've heard of Mary Kay. I know you've heard of Amway, Herbalife, all of these powerful companies that are out there. But guess what? The wealth has already been made. Imagine you saying yes and saying, I'm going to set a number on how many households I'm going to put Nutraverse into. I'm going to set a number on how many households, when TLC becomes a household name, how many people say, I drink the #1 detox tea in the world because I was the one to introduce it to them. That's what you have in front of you. But you can get in for as little as $99. There's some packages. I know that you have the a 10-pack over of tea. You have the Get Set kit with the NutriBurst, those 3 products. You have a $200 pack. I know there was a Europe special for $200 in which you get some of that resolution that I talked about and some of the coffee, some of the NRG. Oh, that's a different product. But there's a lot of different ways. So I'm not going to get into the details of that. What I want you to do is get back with whoever invited you on here tonight. And whether you're that person that says, you know what, I'm going to become a product of a product, then absolutely, we love our customers. We want to see you achieve your health goals. But if you're looking for something, if you're looking to get in front of something and to be a part of something and to help to change the lives of others, then the name is called Total Life Changes. So my name is Pam McCray. I am a national director here. And I can tell you, I'm thankful for my yes. Because one of the things that TLC has been able to bless me with is something that's near and dear to my heart. And, you know, my why is my children. My children, they're the reason why I made a decision to never give up. And on tomorrow, I'm going to be a little teary-eyed, but I'm also going to be very thankful. You see, we have a child who just turned 18, his senior year in high school. And I remember when he was going into he was finishing up his 8th grade year. And I realized that the state of Georgia was moving him along with the No Child Left Behind. I didn't realize that he was getting good grades. And I looked up and I asked him some questions and I realized that my child couldn't do it. And so I remember calling this school and saying, please, fail my child because I don't want him to move on and he's not ready. He didn't have the foundation that they were deeming that he had. And so when my son came home with that report card, and that report card did not say retained, it did not say promoted, but it said placed into the 9th grade. I remember calling the school and saying, what does this mean? And they basically told me, Ms. McCray, well, it means that your child doesn't meet the requirements, but we put him over in 9th grade anyway. Well, my son struggled. And I remember being at home trying to help him figure it out as much as I could, but we couldn't afford a tutor in order to help him. But I could tell you one yes, a year ago, allowed us to not just hire him any tutor, but he had a tutor coming into our house 5 days a week, one-on-one tutor because of Total Life Changes. But as a result of his struggle, he has a gift. And his gift is basketball. He's good at it. People see him, raw talent, they want him, but he could never play because his GPA was messed up from the get-go. And once you mess it up, it's difficult to get it back. Well, one yes, tomorrow, we'll be putting our son on a plane in which he was blessed to do summer school this year at a school called Oak Hill Academy in the mountains of Virginia. I tell you, it's beautiful where he looks out his windows and his mountain horses. He's up there, no social media, an opportunity for him to be in a school 140 kids strong and where he's getting his one-on-one education, but on top of it, another chance at his dream. Because this is a high school, a school in which so many top NBA players have come out of. And so it's all because of Total Life Changes. That's why I drive. That's why I do what I do. And this is a school that literally for 1 year is going to cost us multiple 5 figures for high school. But it's all because of Total Life Changes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching in from Canada tonight, if you have some dreams on the inside of you, if you have some goals that you want to achieve, if you're looking at me tonight and you're saying, you know what, I want to leave a legacy for my family because Total Life Changes is a company of change and it's a company that's creating legacy. So without further ado, Sandra, I'm going to turn it back over to you. I just want you to share some closing words as we take Canada by storm. I want to say to each and every one of you, welcome home, Canada, because change is on the rise. All you got to do is lock arms with us and let's go out and let's get it done.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Pam Ray. That was amazing.
You're welcome.
It's so awesome to have business partners like you that are just so inspiring and can help guide those of us who are just learning. And that's my favorite part about this whole industry is it's not the blind leading the blind. It's the experienced helping people up. And you have to help others up the ladder with you, which is my favorite part of the whole industry as well. So I'm really excited to get Canada on the map and to really take Canada Canada by storm, and this is just the beginning. I, like Pam said, I so see us doing these Zooms where there's so many people that we can't get them all on. What a problem to have. But what I love, so many things, but you know, we have instant gratification products, instant gratification results. I know I was talking to somebody on here the other day, and I won't throw out numbers, but in her first week doing this, can I say the number? Give me a nod, Pam, if I can. Yeah. She's lined up to make over $400 in her first week. Her first week, like, come on. I have made, in the past 3 weeks, I have made more with this company than I did with my company after years of working it. And haven't even had to get dressed up and go out for the evening to share it with anybody. So it's wonderful because people come to you, so you don't feel like judging anybody. So if you think I'm not a salesperson, just get that out of your head, because I'm sure you sold somebody on going to the movie that you wanted to go to at some point in time. So everybody's a salesperson in one way or another. And this is just a lot of fun. And if you just have fun with it, it's absolutely gold. As far as I'm concerned, it's gold. So I'm really excited. Get back together with the person who invited you on the call as soon as you can. Hold your spot if you're ready to roll. If that's not the thing for you, then you know what? Try out the products. Get a total life health change, which is really important as well, because, you know, we have so much illness, and I know the Americans always think that we have free health care in Canada. Well, you know what? Our health care costs us dearly with our tax dollars. It is not free. And so if we can do our part in that, I think that's a phenomenal thing to do as well. But ultimately, you know what? I want to have time freedoms. I want to have money freedoms. I drove behind one of those, what are they called? Canada Dreams RV rent that you can rent today, coming from the gas station, and I went, oh my gosh, I want to rent one for like a whole month next summer and take Andrew and I, who's 15, he'll be 15 then, I don't know if you want to go with me, but he's going, and we're going to tour Canada and the States for 30 days. I really want to do that, and I can't do it if I'm tied to a job, and I can't do that if a boss says, sorry, you can't have a month off, you know. So I'm going to have to fire my boss soon. And I'm going on vacation next summer because so anybody who wants to come with me, come on. I'm sure there's room. We can make it a caravan. Let's go, because all we have to do is park somewhere where they have Wi-Fi, and we're good to go. We're in business. So thank you all for being on the call tonight. And like I said, get back with the person who introduced you to this, because this is something special, and this is going to take Canada by storm. And you can either watch it happen or you can be part of it. So thank you all for tonight. And thank you, Pam.
You're welcome. Absolutely, Canada. Let's go. All we do is share results and personal testimonies. So
sounds good.
We're looking for the next story. All right.
Yay.
Have a great night, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.